I'm very happy to see you. Welcome everybody to this Helpful Village release webinar of April something 15th, tax day. And happy to see you here. We have pretty short webinar today because we are very busy working on something and we have basically some improvements, but not a ton. So we probably be done in about half an hour or something. The agenda of the day, there are reminders, news. There is important news. We are doing a presentation on April 30th. We do, I don't know if it's every 6 months or every year, a presentation with VtV with kind of major announcements. And we want to make some good announcement on April 30th. So if you have time on that day, you can go to the VtV calendar and sign up for that webinar. We kind of want to let you know what we have been working on. So we're holding back a little bit on this webinar today so that we can spill the beans on April 30th. So you're welcome to join that webinar. That would be good. And then there are some new features we're doing today. Before we go into new features, let's see about the dates. Today is April 15th. It's a release webinar with changes we are adding to the software. Next week, April 22nd, we have a Q&A session. So if you have questions, you can send them to, you know where to send them. I'm going to explain in the next slide. And then we'll discuss your question next week. And then there is another release webinar on May 20th. And then there is some useful customer resources, or user resources, the Helpful Village Training Docs Guide, the Help Center, and Slack. Anastasia, if you can copy paste into the chat those three links. I hope everyone is very familiar with all of them. If you're not, you should open those links. As for the question for next week's webinar, we invite you to send your questions ahead of time to hvusers@helpfulvillage.com. We take all questions, we put them in a Google Doc, and then basically we answer them one by one. That is happening next week. Okay, this is a quick reminder about how to submit tickets. If you have any problems with the software, you have support requests, you need to do it through support.helpfulvillage.com. On the top right, there is a submit a request that allows you to submit your ticket to ours. You get a ticket number, and then from there, we work on your ticket, we get back to you. You submit your tickets and your support request to HV Help Center, which is under support.helpfulvillage.com. When it is an improvement idea, that is not a bug, but something we could be working on to make the software better, those ideas are welcome, but they go to ask.helpfulvillage.com. Best practices for tickets, clear and descriptive titles, and if you can send us specific details, the names, the dates of the service request, if it's a service request, print screens, and anything that helps us investigate the issue quicker, is good for everybody. There is a possibility to set up automatic payments for your Helpful Village invoices. If you have not done that, you should request a meeting with Anastasia. She can help you set that up. Perfect. With all of that, now we go into news. First, good news. We have a new village in a new state. So Lexington, Kentucky has a village called A Caring Place, and they are switching to Helpful Village. So we want to welcome them to the family. And then basically, we are, we still need to do their migration and everything, but they have sent us a contract. So we have a new village. I don't know if they're in the call today, but if they are here, welcome. And if they are not on the call, they're also welcome. Another news is this VtV presentation I was saying. We have on April 30th, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific time. We have a presentation. We want to, sometimes take the head out of the out of the wheel, and then basically have a more strategic vision. So we're doing that webinar on April 30th. We want to be sharing with our customer base, but general audience, basically the changes that we envision in Helpful Village. I would like to do also an analysis about the impact of AI. We are using AI more, in particular for software generation. It has strong impact on software companies. The whole IT industry is being revolutionized. It's not, a super tech geeky presentation we're doing on April 30th, but definitely you should be aware about what we have seen. Some of the stuff that is good, some of the stuff that is not as good. Some of the stuff that is good is that we can produce software quicker, and this makes a big difference. We are also improving the quality of our software. We want to explain how we're using AI, what also we don't want to use AI for. So it is a I think a big topic. It is a revolution. It's not only just, a trend or a fad or just marketing thing. AI is real. We can see the changes in particular in the way we produce software, but also in many other ways. So if you're interested in that topic and also what is our vision for the use of AI in our space and in Helpful Village, you're welcome to join us. Obviously, there are ethical questions and just productivity questions. So this is some of the things we're going to discuss on April 30th. We have been working a lot also on our platform with AI, and then we want to show some of the results we have been getting with this new productivity tool on that, and unveil some new things on April 30th. So you're welcome to attend. I think it's going to be an exciting event. So that's April 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to put my phone in silent mode because it annoys me. I don't know how to do it. I did it. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, make sure you visit the training guide, in particular the new villages, the help center and training guide. These are two very useful documents. Anastasia shared those links on the chat already, I'm assuming. And now with this, we're moving to release notes. So I need to slow down my pace because we were on reminders. So I usually do reminders very quickly. And now we're going to go into the new stuff we're introducing into the software. These new changes are not visible on your server yet. This is something we will be deploying between tomorrow and the end of the week. And mainly the changes are in the email templates, flow and visibility. So you probably are familiar with email templates where you just made them easier to use. Email templates are very useful. It's kind of your language, right? How the language in the emails that go out, you can customize them. And then we have made this easier. Many of these email templates are associated with automatic actions in the platform. For example, when you receive a donation, what is the email message that goes out? You can customize that one. And we have important changes in this space. So let's see that. So basically now there is a new page. If you go to admin settings, and I'm going to do a demo of this. So I'm going to show this live during today's session. Admin settings, email, and then there is a button, email templates. You get here. There is a new page where basically what we have done is that we have taken, there's multiple automatic actions the software does, right? It's something where it's a hook where you can send an email template, personalized template, right? Hooked with something that happened on the platform. For example, for donations, pretty easy. If you receive a donation, there is a hook, the software knows that, and you have the possibility to update a thank you for your donation email template. This was the case before. What did not happen before is that you didn't know which ones of the templates had been set or not set. So we just did a list of all the available email templates. And then we let you know if they are done and set up, like in green, you see here, green rows. And then the yellow rows are those that are not yet configured. Those are opportunities for you to customize the message and take an action when something happens. So there's is what I was saying for automatic tasks. There is green, yellow, and there is white. White are email templates you're working on, right? So initially, when you are onto the platform, you can create a new email template. And while you're working on it, it will not show as green. Or if you create a manual template that you want to be sending people, for example, I don't know, you have a support template marketing email or a weekly something, whatever, something actually the email templates that are not associated with an auto task that you can send manually in the platform, they will appear as white here. For example, here we have some other email templates in that category of events. Same thing for membership. Yeah, here is more interesting. So basically here, you see, these are the email templates available for the membership category, right? And in demo, this will be different for each one of our villages, but basically in demo, I have already set up renew notice. I have also set up renew notice 2. I have set up renew notice 3. So all those appear in green, which is good. Oops, sorry. And then, how did I do this? And here, there is one email template when they are not associated, when you have an email template that is not associated with an available auto task, like for example here, you can set up an email template for confirmation of the membership monthly payment. If it is not set up, well, then it will show in yellow. It will say not set up. And then you can come down here to the right and say, I want to create this email template for this category. And then basically just customize a message so that you know what goes out. Reach payment provider. So obviously we do that for every category of email template you can have. For example, you see here in demo, the volunteer application confirmation email template has not been set up. I can create it, or I can edit it if I want to change it. Okay, pause here. I'm gonna slow down for a second because now we're switching to something else. It's also related to email templates, but there are 3 email templates that besides just the language, they are timed. Basically, when you send renew notice, this is actually the membership renewal notice, right? And then there's renew notice 1, renew notice 2, renew notice 3. And this allows you to send different emails for renewal, right? And you can choose the time. So for example, here, renew notice 1 is set to be sent 30 days before expiration date. That is, by the way, the default date. So if you have never changed it, this is probably what you have. And then you can change it. If you want to do, some villages prefer doing, well, 15 days before, 0 days before on the day of expiration. And then if you want to do 10 days after expiration date, that also becomes possible. I'm going to show a demo in a minute. It's going to be easier to understand. Boop, boop, boop. This is also how to use it before and after. But let's switch to the demo. It's kind of more fun. Okay, I need to switch tabs. Give me a second because I have another tab with demo here. Okay, so first thing, we can do 2 things. You can do here. I recommend you start doing this. Start with the least exciting, but basically you can go to settings. Under setting, you can come to membership. And under membership, you have your membership types and all of things like that. And then here at the bottom, you have these renew emails, right? So this is where you can see your current settings for your email templates, right? And this is to change the content of renewal email templates or adjust which template is used for each group. Notice you can go to settings, email templates, right? So if you click here, actually it's taking you to email templates too. And then you can see here on demo that I have renew notice 1 is going out 29 days before expiration date. Renew notice 2 is going out 12 days before expiration date. This one is going 5 days after expiration date. So those 3 are possible, and there are 3 available email templates. You don't need to send all 3. If you only want to use 2, well, then basically just don't create a renew notice 3. Okay, anyways, I can click here, and it would take me to the exact same place. But actually, instead of doing that, I'm going to do it from the menu. It's like admin, settings, right? And we click on settings, and I go email template. So this has not changed. Where to find your email template has not changed. The thing that has changed is the next view is this one. This is new. You had here a kind of unstructured list of email templates, and now we have put some order in here. So basically now for each one of the categories, you have here, for example, for donation, there is 2 email templates in that category right now, and there are 2 available auto tag. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation too. And they are set up. If I scroll down for events, there is not any email auto task email template associated for this category, but I have created many email templates, right? For this. And then membership. Okay, this is more interesting. A membership has multiple email templates. It has renew notice, it has renew notice 2, it has renew notice 3 that are available. There is confirmation for the first membership payment, confirmation for membership renewal, there's confirmation for membership monthly payment, there's membership application confirmation. I can also create some custom email templates in addition, right, for membership, but these are not connected with an auto task. Now, when you look at this right here, I showed you before in membership, you can see the exact same information. Renew notice 29 days before, etc. And then from here is how you change it. For example, here we have renew notice 29 days before expiration date. I can come here, I can edit. And when I'm editing, I can do a few things. First, I can change the title. Title is really important on the email templates because that's the title of the email that will go out. Then you have email template category, membership, renew notice. And then here I can choose how many days it goes out. It was going now 29 days before expiration date. I can change this, right? 27, 26, 25. And then I can change this also. I can send it 25 days after expiration date, or I can send 25 days before expiration date. So these are the options. And then down here is where you have the customizable message, like dear F name, your membership membership is expiring soon, and this and that and all of that. Okay. And then you can customize this language. Here, for example, we're asking people to send the checks to Elizabethtown in South Carolina. Obviously, that needs to be updated. And then just save this. And that shows the email template. And now, if I go to the same place again, settings, email templates, I go for membership. You see here, renew notice now is going 25 days before expiration date. Renew notice 2 is going 12 days before expiration date. Renew notice 3 is going 5 days after expiration date. Now, this one here, confirm membership monthly payment, I have not set it up yet. So in this case, instead of edit, well, I have the possibility to create an email template, right? Then it's already gonna pre-select here my email template category, my email template for auto task, confirm membership monthly payment. And then here is the title of the email, confirmation. This is, you can choose whatever title you want for the email, right? And here, here's where you do the usual. This has not changed, right? How do you put your variables in here? But I want to show it as training for people that are not familiar with that. Yeah, and then if I want to use any membership information in here, this is how I do it. So I go here, you can go into insert. Then here you have insert template. In insert template, if you go down here, you have graphical templates. You can have some graphical elements you can add in there, like a footer or whatever other information you want to have. But basically what I want to show here is the merge fields for a person and the merge fields for membership. And then I can choose this one, save. I'm going to put all the variables there. And then I can do insert. I can insert template. This is not new. Now what I'm doing now is just training, right? So it's membership fields for membership. Okay, but it's connected to the email template. So basically if you do that, that shows you all the variables that are known. So I already knew F name, right? So I typed it because I remembered it. This is preferred name, last name, salutation. So you can use here the variables that you want anywhere on your email, right? If you want to say, if you want to keep your home address number, you would keep this. If you don't want any of this, don't have it, and then just change this, home street. So you can review all these messages in your thing. And then when you're done, you can save it. And then now if I go back to my list of email templates, donation, event, and then down here, membership, you see now there's nothing in yellow because I have set up all the available email templates. And then I can modify it again, but it's essentially it's good. Now I want to show you one more thing. I want to show you two more things. One more thing. Okay, so basically I invite you, right, when we deploy this new version, that you go to admin settings, email templates, and then you look at here, there should be nothing in yellow. And maybe, for example, this one, no. For example, there is this one, right? You have an email template. Like if your village requires donations for background checks, right? There is an email template set up for that. I would suggest you create it anyways, even if you're not using it. You don't have to, right? If you leave one email template unused, that's fine. It's not going to break. But I would recommend just, I think it's a good practice to come down here and make sure that you have some customized message for all the available auto tasks, right? That trigger a template so that you're sure you have your content in there with your language. And we recently added a new, this email template is new. We added it last month. So pretty sure it's yellow on your platform. So you can go in here and edit it, and it will say create, and then create and save, and then it will be set up for that action. Okay, now that is set, I want to show you also a little bit more training.
Manuel, there is a question about email templates.
Yes.
Christy, would you like to ask this question by yourself?
Oh, sure. I was just curious, are there email templates that get auto-triggered to notify volunteers if their driver's license or insurance is expiring? I haven't gotten to the place where we need that yet, but so I haven't looked for that.
Okay, let me see. Here, it is funny because what is this? So I don't see it here, so that is funny. But now I remember doing something.
I do believe
Oh, I know what it is. Okay, I know what it is. Yeah, so it basically is this. Yeah, here. For example, here I have a template. It's please help us keep your driver information up to date. You see here? And it's a
Yes.
customizable message.
Great.
So it is in white actually because it's not automatically triggered, right? And this is something we might add in the future so that we make it possible so that when they expire, this email goes automatically out. But for now, it's not. The way we do expiration dates for insurance and driver license is that on the 25th of the month, we send the admins an email with the volunteers that have approaching expiration dates. And then from that email, it is possible to open this person. Okay, let me check my email. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to try to see if I can find that email, if it was sent to me for demo. Give me a second. I know you cannot see my screen right now. Demo, drivers. Yes, found it. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm gonna move this screen to the other screen that you can see. So I open it in my email. That email I was mentioning. So this is an automatic email that goes out with volunteer expiring permits, right? I received it on March 25th. It's gonna go again out in April 25th, and then we find here people that have expired driver license, close to expire, also insurance and driver license. And now what I can do is that you can check any of the people in here. Let's choose this one. If I click on this link, it's gonna open the profile of that person, the volunteer profile. I can see the dates, right? Insurance expired. Okay, perfect. And the next thing I can do from here is I can do this. I can do activity. On the activity, I can send an email to this person. And then this is in the... And then I need to find it here, which was, what did we say it was called? No. It is somewhere around here. Where is it? This one. Please keep your driver information up to date. Boom, boom, boom. This is an email template that we had customized and we send it. So this is good in two ways. First, yeah, it's not fully automatic, right? Because it doesn't go out automatically to everyone expired. But if you're an admin on the 25th of the month, you can find people that are expired. You click, okay, you click on that person, activity tab, send message, apply template, send, and that's it. It's 3-4 clicks. It could be less, but for now, it's what it is. Then
Okay,
the other thing
thank you.
that is, and the other thing that is interesting about what I showed is that I can search a person in the database, boom, like me. And then I can also go to activity tab. It's the exact same thing I did from the email, right? But I just wanted to show you that I can do it anytime from the website. I can come down here. I should probably make this list a little shorter and then send this email to this person. You can apply the list of email templates, right? There are some that are associated with an auto task, and there are some that were manually set up or manually sent. Well, this is how you manually send them. You go to the person, you go to the activity tab, and then here you choose whatever you want to send. You can send invitation to renew your village membership online or any other thing, right? The other ones are, because it's a manual override, right? I can send confirm membership first payment, or please help us keep your driver information up to date. It's gonna load, right? And then I can send. Now, there is another thing is that sometimes you might want, there's another just quick thing about donations. If you want to send a template, kind of an email, a thank you for your donation manually, right? And because you want to customize it or do something special, you would do this. You can search the person, and you can do it from different ways, but let's find one. If you go to Manuel and then you go payments, and then you go down here, and then you have here user payments and payments. And then here you have donations. So I found a donation here. If I click view, actually this is the donation in a household. I went a little quick. This is a household membership. So my payment tab shows the payment of the member and the associated members. So this is actually made by my associated member. But down here, you can open the donation and then you can send here, thank you for your email. And that also opens up the email messenger, right? With the choice for email template. But here, because I know this is a donation, right? I have the choices of the email templates of that category. See what I'm saying? You want to slow down here again, right? Because basically, let's say that I'm going to show it in a different way. I'm going to slow down because this is a little bit tricky. So let's do financial management. In financial management, I have my Zoom window in the middle of the way, so I just moved it. Financial management, I have donations. And I can take any of these donors, Christina, I click view. It opens the details of that donation, right? She made a donation of $10 on the 25th of February, 2026. Then here again, I have thank you by email. This is also possibility to, this gives me the information to choose among the email templates for that donation. And I know this one is associated with an auto task, right? So maybe it went out already, but if I want to modify it or change it or something like that, I can also apply an automatic template and send it manually. That I can do. You see here, and then it just took the amount of the donation, the time of the donation, etc. So sometimes you can send these email templates automatically. Sometimes you do from the activity tab, and then you have all the personal ones and the messages, the emails that go out that are specific to a donation or payment or transaction needs to be done from the detailed view of that donation, because we need to know to what donation you're referring to, right? So, I mean, I hope that helps. I know it's a little confusing because there's multiple ways to do it, but if you have questions, just please let me know.
There is
Okay.
a question from Robin
Perfect.
about the updating insurance email template.
Okay, cool.
Could you please show how to do it from the volunteer tab?
Yes. Not from, well, it's not.
Well, it's profile, actually.
Let's
Yes,
do it again.
profile.
So basically here,
Yes.
right? You have 3 people here with expiring driver license and insurance. You can come here, Gloria. This is one of the volunteers. It opens the volunteer tab. I can check the dates, it's this and that. Like, okay, wow, this expired. Okay. And then I can go to the activity tab. And the activity tab, I can send an email to this person, choose the template. And this is, I had one which was, please keep in this one, right? But this obviously will have the name that you chose, right? Those are alphabetically sorted. And then basically here, that's it. This is the message. Our records show that your driver license expires on this date. So we're using these variables in here, okay?
Yeah.
And then you send it.
I thought you did it a different way. I saw how you did the activity, but I thought you had somehow done it through the volunteer tab.
Oh, yeah. No,
no.
with activity tab, yeah. But now
Okay.
let me show you one more thing about this. So basically, this is how we're sending the email template. And then basically, let's say that this is how it looks. It doesn't look great because I remember I did this live during a session, right? So, but imagine that now you wanted to change this email template, right? So we can do that also as training. So we go here, settings, email templates, and then I can find it, right? That one is under volunteer. Here, you see, please keep help us keep your driver information up to date. I can edit it. And then here I can make it prettier. See? So basically, please update your document as soon as possible to ensure an internet. We are glad we really appreciate your help. That's it. And then save. Obviously, I'm not gonna do something very pretty now, but this I just wanted to show you, yeah, that email template exists. It can be sent through an activity tab. And then the customization goes here. I added this, right? We really appreciate your help. So now if we go back to Gloria here, and we do the activity tab, and then I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. Then email to this person. And then this was, please keep a message. You see, and now it says we really appreciate your help because it's pulling the most recent version. So under admin settings, email templates, you choose basically the template, the content, and then from the activity tab is how you apply that template